Nope, why'd I honk? Hey, I gotta play that off now. Hey, Steve. Good to see you. What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well today. And I'm gonna try and not get a speeding ticket in a school zone. It is a little bit warmer of a day today, so figured I would pull the old Ninja out and go for a quick ride while I got a few free minutes. And we're gonna go explore somewhere that I have yet to go in Tuscaloosa, which is surprising because the city's only so big. That sun is like right at eye level, so I am really glad that I swapped out and put my mirror visor on. So I've been seeing a lot of other motovloggers doing videos about the end of the season. I guess most of them are based out of areas that are starting to get a lot colder than here. So I feel bad whenever I say anything about it getting cold, but I mean, relatively speaking, it still gets cold here when you're used to it being, you know, in the hundreds, and then it drops down to the 50s. It still feels just as cold. And I'm kind of regretting not putting on a base layer because I'm a little... the wind's getting a little chilly. But I guess that's a good segue into my first topic for today. Like I've said, it's been getting a little cooler here. Typically, if I go out for any extended ride, I throw on like my Under Armour cold gear base layers. And those things are fucking cool. Check those things out. Sidetrack. Yeah, I throw on my Under Armour, and it's typically pretty good. It keeps me a little more insulated. But my hardest, I think the worst part is that my neck is just always exposed, and so by the time I get through, my neck's like cherry red and hurts to touch and stuff. So I've been trying to find a decent one of those like balaclava things that I can put on over my head and neck and keep that warm. Or I guess I could go the hipster route and get me like a nice scarf to wear on my, as I ride my Triumph around. I gotta quit tailgating this car. So yeah, so I've just I'm trying to find something that'll kind of mitigate a little bit of that cold, because I don't want to stop riding for the winter. I started, when I got the bike, it was like late January, so I was kind of used to riding in the cool, but I don't really want to do the same stuff I did back then. I was just so excited to ride that I didn't care. But as the season progresses, I'm try to keep myself as warm as possible, because I moved to the south to get away from the cold. And here I am bitching about the cold. That guy was just in a t-shirt. So I guess my question to my viewers, what are some of your tips for staying warm while riding as it gets colder? I'm always looking for something new because this whole cold. Actually, I gotta make this turn. I forgot where I was going for a second. But what are some of your tips for keeping from freezing my ass off? Because that is definitely something I would like to avoid. King of the world! They're probably like, this dude's a fucking idiot. And I know I'm not going to set off this damn light, so I really hope somebody comes up behind me to help. No, cars. Stay. Help me. Help me. And we're just going to shift over here. And we'll go right and just turn around. I told you, man, the police are here every single time that I do a video with y'all. Every time. So, main topic for today, I want to talk about a couple of what I like to call motovlogger problems. Look at that sweet ass big fish. Hell yeah. And that little dirt bike. I say motovlogger problems just because I feel like most people that do vlog will understand the kind of stuff I'm talking about. One of the biggest issues for me, and I'm sure y'all have noticed it in just about every video I post, my attention span is about yay big, and so I get really distracted really easily when I'm riding along and looking at stuff, talking. So whenever I come out with a video or I'm doing my editing, I end up with like that much raw footage, and I have to cut it down to something that you can actually watch, because a lot of it's just me singing or looking at stuff. It's not even worth putting in there because I'm trying to not make my videos 20 minutes long. That, and like I usually try to I have like a whole Word document that's filled with all the topics that I want to talk about, and so before I go out and vlog, unless something just completely comes up out of the blue that I want to talk about, I try to stick to what I had planned for that one, and then more often than not I end up forgetting whatever it was I was talking about, or whatever I had outlined to talk about. And so it just kind of a Dairy King, D-A-R-I King. And so I ended up forgetting like whatever the hell it was that I was planning on talking about. And there's Cindy's Clip and Dip. They were not lying. That is a real place. And the video, like, see, I'm losing it already. And whatever I had planned just doesn't happen, and then I kind of get irritated with myself, or end up having to say things over and over again until I get the right take, I guess. And for some other motovloggers, it holy shit, talking too much and not paying attention to the damn road. For some motovloggers it works. I mean, like, you see people that just kind of go crazy and let their ADD take over, and their videos end up coming up really cool. Mine, however, do not. My stream of consciousness is not something that's enjoyable to watch. And that's not a sketchy gas station. Another problem I know I have a lot is that the old windy microphone, and I'm sure it probably sounds windy as shit right now too, but I've been trying to fix it, and I think this is probably the best location I'm going to get. I think my problem is that my helmet itself is fairly noisy, and that just makes it that much worse, and so there's not really a better place to put my microphone. I've got it kind of tucked up in the cheek area. And I'll show that all to you. I'm going to do a whole, I don't know, mic and high def, what do you call it? A vlog? A phone blog? I'll probably do one of those whenever I get an opportunity to sit inside and actually clean my apartment so you don't see how messy it is. Turn around here somewhere, because as cool as this area is, oh, it's fucking junkyard. Alright, let's pull over here. Let's see here. Hit the, can't focus, windy microphone. What's next on the agenda? See, I'm alright, like I said, I usually can keep up with what I'm talking about. Another one is that y'all probably notice I like to point out things I see. I'm like, oh, look at that over there. That's, you know, what the fuck ever that is. But I always forget that the drift camera doesn't have, it's got that like wide angle lens, and so what I'm seeing and what you're seeing are slightly different, and you're not going to see the distance I'm seeing. Or hell, you might be. My eyesight's pretty bad. So a lot of times I call out something that I see, and I'm like, hey, look, check that out. I'm sure y'all can't see what I'm talking about, or it just kind of looks like a blur or a dot. So I apologize, but like I said, that's how I do. And probably the last thing I can think of for my list is that, and it's easily the most irritating thing that I deal with, is that the Oasis. I thought that place has really good cheeseburgers. Most of the time when I ride, I don't keep the camera with me all the time. It's usually just whenever I decide to do a video. And so, because of that, I think this is the way I want to go. Yeah, buddy. It never seems to fail that something really cool shows up when I'm not recording. And so, like, there was one day, I remember I was riding along and this car just like flipped into a ditch. So that ambulance went, oh, good, the other way. Big old fish. And I was like, damn, that was fucking awesome to see. Not for the person, I don't think it was awesome for them, but it like happened right in front of me, and I didn't capture it, you know, I didn't have the camera going, so I didn't have it on video. And then, or the other day, I was fucking stop for no yellow light. The other day I was in my car actually, so it wouldn't have mattered, but could have been on the bike. I was just sitting in traffic, and this woman in this car in front of me, I guess her and her boyfriend or husband or whatever. Come on, lady. We're having a fight, and she just gets up out of the car and walks away. And, you know, it's a cool story. It would have been a funnier video, I guess. And by the way, I've had plenty of fights with my fiance. Not once has either of us ever just gotten out of the car and walked down the road. Alright, so I realized when I got home that I forgot to talk about one of the parts of my my motovlogger problems. And it's kind of like a halfway shout out, halfway just kind of exactly showing what I'm talking about. When I was talking about missing out on really cool stuff when you're riding around, there's a new motovlogger out there. His name is Raccoon Rides, and I'm going to put a link up here. And his first video he was doing, he was riding along and caught a street fight happening right at a gas station, and I was like, that's probably one of the craziest things I've seen in a video. And like, I can't believe that he actually was able to catch it on video. So, you know, cool stuff like that never happens to me while I'm riding around. But definitely go take a look at his page. Like I said, he's a new guy. I think he's got one video. He might have another up now, but he's off to a good start. So keep up the good work, man, and hope you catch some more crazy shit in some of your videos. I apologize if this wasn't as cool of an adventure video as I thought it would be, because there's absolutely nothing back there the way that we just drove. So there's no point in me continuing on that way. So yeah, I guess that's kind of my little list of motovlogger problems. If you have any more to add to it, drop in the comments, man, because I'm sure there's a whole slew of them. Let's go back over there. I want to look at that truck. Y'all are getting like the comprehensive tour of Skyland Boulevard in Tuscaloosa right now. We're like third lap around it. Oh, come on, bike. Let's see if we can get in here and look at this thing before a sales guy comes up to talk to me. Oh yeah. I am in love with these SVT Raptors. That might be one of the most badass trucks. She's sweet. I didn't know they made them in 2010. One day, man. One day I'll have enough money. I just need something I can actually carry the bike around on. Oh, the sales lady's coming. I think she's like afraid that I'm gonna wipe out in the parking lot. Oh, we failed that goal, guys. I wasn't able to get out before the sales lady came. I'm such a car file that I always love going to car lots and just looking at the kind of stuff they have. And, you know, the salesperson always comes out, you know, oh, let me show you this and talk to you. And I'm just like, I'm not buying a car. I just want to look at it. But oh well, that's their own fault, I guess. You know, guys, we're already here. Let's just go explore some more. I don't know what's down these roads, but we'll find out. Because I know my apartment is somewhere in that direction. Oh, well, fuck me, right? Well, so much for that adventure, guys. Worst adventure ever. I thought that was a sticker of someone puking that said girls get dirty too. It's a minor thing. Like a coal miner, not a miner. Should I give the motorcycle cop a wave? Is that appropriate? Well, fellers, I do believe that brings us to the conclusion of yet another exciting episode of Two-Wheeled Logan Motovlogs. I do appreciate you for watching. And if you're a newcomer, please don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you travel on yonder to the Facebook page, you can give that a liking as well. And I sure do hope that you return for the next one. Adios, partner.